Hello, KIESSE family. This is Linda Kiedi, the owner of KIESSE. You may know me by now, you may be used to me by now, um, but KIESSE is a company that provides party supplies for children of color, specifically African American and Hispanic children. Eventually, we would like to grow into different horizons. We're not there yet. So right now, these are the children we focus on because we felt that there was a need for these children to see a reflection on them everywhere. The media does not necessarily offer that, and so as a consequence, KIESSE was born. I created a company as of a need that my own daughter exhibited, and so I started working on it in 2015. A year later, we launched our product, we launched our company officially. So I'm here today. Thank you for taking the time to take a look at this video. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with me, getting to know me, getting to know my company, looking into our product. Before I go further, I will show you this. I hope you can see the sign. This is our website, kiessekids.com, our logo and our slogan, Joy for Kids, Embracing Diversity. Today is I think Sunday is in the evening, guys. No, actually today is actually, let's do it again. Today is Saturday, April 29th. It's the end of the month of April, and I wanted to do a video because I am just now starting to do videos, starting to build relationships and trust with some of you, and I felt it necessary to do it now. Why now? Because I wanted to talk about diversity. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but April is the Celebrate Diversity Month. It's not really popular like other months or whatnot, but that's one of the celebrations for April. And I read the slogan, Joy for Kids, Embracing Diversity. Some people love that word, diversity, others not so much. It's something we need to discuss. I wanted to bring to mind that diversity is everywhere. Okay? Everywhere. So let's step out of here. Let's go out there. Let's go to the universe. Let's start there. As big as it is, there are several galaxies. I can't imagine what a galaxy really is. It's so large, it's beyond me. It's infinitely large. I can't comprehend. I can't comprehend it infinitely small either. But I know there are galaxies out there, and they are different one from the other. Now let's just look into our galaxy. Within our galaxy, we have our solar system. In that solar system, we have different planets. Okay? There's no one planet that's exactly like another. There's Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, the Earth, so many others. Okay? Not one is like the other. That's diversity right there. Let's look at the stars. Each star is different. There are billions of stars up there. Every single one of them is unique. There's not one star like the other. They shine differently. They shine, some brightly, others not so much. Others are dead stars, and they don't shine at all. They don't reflect, in the sunlight at all. Do they reflect the sunlight, the stars? Forget about that. But they don't shine. No, they don't. They have their own light. Yeah, that's why they have their own light. But they shine differently one from the other. Okay, now let's go down to Earth, our beautiful planet Earth. On Earth, there are different types of lives. Different types of lives. Let me say, that's diversity right there. So we have human life, we have, so human life, animal life, vegetable life, and mineral life. So these 4 lives that exist. That's diversity right there. Now let's look into, let's say, the mineral life. Let's start from the last one, and then we're going to go up gradually. So starting with the mineral lives. There are clay. I mean there is clay. That's a mineral. We'll say diamond is another one. Gold is another one. Copper is another one. Iron, I guess, is a mineral. Maybe not. But copper, iron, all these minerals, they're different one from the other. That's diversity. Now let's go to, we said vegetable lives. Okay, within vegetable lives we have plants, trees, fruits, vegetables that we eat, and many other things. Let's look into the fruits, for example. We have apples, we have oranges, we have mangoes, pineapples, kiwis. They're all different. That's diversity. Let's go, that's just the fruits, right? We have fruits, we have vegetables, herbs, grass. I mean, even the grass, there are different types of grass. There's diversity everywhere, guys. Now let's keep going. You see where I'm going with that. We said animal lives. I can tell you enough. We have bears, we have giraffes, lions, birds, different types of life. We have the ones that fly, the ones that crawl, the ones that jump, the ones that swim. I mean, it's different everywhere. Now let's come to our species, the human species. We have different types of people. We have different races, as we call, people with different features, people with different skin color, people with different hair texture, different eye shapes, different eye color. I mean, diversity is everywhere. So when we say diversity, we think about, oh, this person is different from me. But I had to bring you back further. Diversity is everywhere. And we live in a world, not just our Earth, as I say, within a galaxy, in which diversity is everywhere. You can avoid it. Diversity is all around us, and we need to learn to accept it. Accept the fact that we are different. Even within a family, 2 brothers from the same mother and the same father can be totally different. That's diversity right there. It's deep, it goes far. And at KIESSE, the company that I created, we decided to embrace it. As I read the slogan, Joy for Kids, Embracing Diversity. So at KIESSE, we decided to embrace diversity because we can't avoid it. It's everywhere, and we need to learn to live with it. We have created our own characters. Limba, who is originally from Congo in Africa. So she's African. We have Andre, who's an African-American boy from Baltimore, Maryland. We have Luciana, who is a girl from Peru. She comes from the Inca people. And finally, Mateo. Mateo is from Brazil, and he speaks Portuguese, which eu falo pouquinho. So we created these characters that come from different backgrounds, speaking different languages, that are different. We created a city, a town called KIESSE, where these characters learn to live together. They go to school together, they learn about each other's culture, background, ethnicity, the sensitive subjects. They learn to live, together in a beautiful world. And the best way to live together in a beautiful world is to first, we believe that we first have to be aware of who we are. Before we can accept others who are different from us, we first need to know who we are. Just a little bit about me. I'm from the Congo originally, but contrary to what you may think, I'm not really, I don't really know that culture that much from Congo, because I was born and raised in a different country called the Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire. And so I'm not really familiar with the Congo. I learned that in the Congo people speak Kikongo, which is a language that my parents were speaking, but I never really learned it. They didn't really teach us, and at the time we didn't really want to learn about it. We weren't interested in it, so now I'm handicapped. I don't know my traditional language. I only speak French. That's where my accent comes from, actually. So I only speak French, and but that's a language that was a given. I'm not from France. That's a language that was acquired. My language, the language of my people, where I come from, my ancestors spoke other languages, but let's say they spoke a language called Kikongo. I'm not really familiar with it. I'm learning a little bit. I'm learning about who these people were. I'm learning about how they function. I'm learning about how they run their daily lives. I'm learning about them. That also makes me learn about me personally, and who I am as a person, where I come from, who my people were, and what their achievements were, what their belief system was. I'm learning everything about them, so I can be set, have a foundation, be confident in who I am, and know myself. Then I can go into the world, meet other people. I'm like, oh, that's different. What language do you speak? Oh, I like your scarf. It's different. I like the way you tie it. Oh, I like your food. It's spicy. Or it's this, or it's that. And learning about other cultures and embracing it. So that's what we do. That's my personal life. And that's what we kind of inserted into KIESSE. And personally, that's what I teach my children as well. And for us and that's why we have KIESSE, because these characters learn to live together. We want children to emulate their behavior, to embrace other people, but first they have to know who they are. As I said, we cater to African Americans and to Hispanics or Latinos. So let me speak to the African Americans. I know some of you may not necessarily know where you come from originally. You didn't start with slavery. You just didn't. Your ancestors didn't just wake up and found themselves in slavery and they were created in slavery. No, they came from somewhere. Me, as an African, born in the continent, raised in the continent, I'm not really familiar with who I am. So I can imagine for you guys not knowing, your past. But I would encourage you to go find out, just the same way I am finding out myself. Find out where you came from. There are different companies that offer DNA tests to find out, your ancestry, and look into that. Get yourself grounded into who you were and pass it on to your children so they can find out who they were. They didn't start with slavery. They started with great peoples. Africa had lots of tribes, lots of kingdoms. So find out who they are and learn about where you came from and who your ancestors were, and pass it on to your children so they know who they are, because we created these characters at KIESSE who come from somewhere, who know who they are, and we want our children, as I said, to emulate their behavior. We're doing our best, we're trying to teach children these values, but there's only so much we can do. It's up to parents to teach their children their own ethnicity, their own background, their own history. So we're doing a little bit, but the parents have to do their part, they have to do their share. So the children can know who they are, they can be confident in themselves. No, they didn't just start with slavery. No, 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 they didn't. They were not always subservient. No, 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 they weren't. That plays in one's self-esteem. It really does, especially our children. My daughter is 5, and recently she learned a little bit about slavery, but I had to remind her, yeah, it didn't just start there. Okay, we were great peoples, we had great kingdoms, we had legal systems, we had a way of functioning. We weren't always subservient. That's not the case. So I don't want them to have that in their mind. For my Hispanic or Latino friends, some speak, the majority speak Spanish, excuse me, and some, like Mateo, the character we created from Brazil, speak Portuguese. For the majority of some of you guys, just like I speak French, French is a language that was acquired. The majority of you, just like the character we created, Luciana, who comes from the Inca people, the majority of you come, I know there are lots of mixture with the Europeans and all, but the majority of you come from big tribes, big kingdoms, big peoples who were high achievers as well. Again, Spanish was a language that was acquired. Try to find out even a few words in Inca or Aztec or Mayan language, or wherever you came from, wherever your people were. Try to find out who they were, what they achieved, what they did, what they were into, their way of life, their daily lives. Try to find out these things, and if you haven't done so yet, and pass it on to your children. It's very important, so they can be grounded, they can know who they are. Yes, they speak Spanish or they speak Portuguese, but they have an understanding, they have a knowledge of who they are and what the people have achieved. Because when you don't know history, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing not to know who your people were, and to only go by the history that other people have given you, if I can say that. Go dig for yourself, go find out for yourself, do some research, and embrace who you are, embrace your peoples, embrace your traditions, embrace your food, your culture, embrace that. Be grounded into who you are. My friends, African Americans or Hispanic/Latinos, or the Africans out there, embrace who you are, or anybody else watching this video, whether you're Asian, European, from the islands, whoever, whatever human being is watching. Just find out who you are, be grounded in yourself, be proud of yourself, embrace who you are, embrace your people, and then once you do that, and once you pass it on to your children, also teach them about those who are different from them. Teach them that yes, we did this and we did that, and people were this. Build their self-confidence, build their self-esteem, put it all in their head that we were somebody or we are somebody, and you can do this and you can do that and you can achieve, and you have the ability. It's all in the mind. You can do it, my son, you can do it, my daughter. Go for it, work hard, push at it. go get your goal. You can achieve, you can do it, you can make it. You are beautiful the way you are. We love you the way you are. You are perfect. There's nothing wrong with you, my child. Yeah, do all this, talk all these things to your children, and then teach them that other people are different. People have different cultures. Just in Africa, people have different kingdoms or different tribes. So they look the same some of the most of the time, but they believe in different things, or they eat different things, or there are tribes that hunt. Another tribe maybe peoples that gather food, or whatever it is. So people are different. So teach them that people are different. Don't hate it. Don't despise it. You did not create them. They did not create us. Let's live together peacefully, accept who they are, and respect who they are, because they are our fellow human beings. So this is really what I wanted to talk about: diversity. It's the end of the month, and I still wanted to do this video because even though April is Celebrate Diversity Month, at KIESSE we celebrate every day. In my life, I celebrate every day. We may not have, same understanding. We may not have the same point of views. We may not have the same world views. But at the end of the day, we respect each other. We are cordial to each other. No animosity. No negative feelings. We embrace each other, and we learn to live with it. And let's teach our children to do the same, so that we can make the world a better place. We have a lot of fighting, there's a lot of despising, there's a lot of hatred because of one thing or another. At KIESSE, we want to break that mold. We want to say stop. We want to put a stop to it. We want to put an end to it. We may not do it, in the next 10 years, but we want to be the stepping stone, and we want to start somewhere. Encourage you, the parents, share it with your children. We want the children to be grounded in themselves first, and then accept other people who are different and take them in. So that's what I want to talk about. I know, like I said, it's the end of the month. We're going to start May soon, but this month is just an acknowledgement of that month, an acknowledgement of hey, it's diversity, guys. Be aware of it. It doesn't mean it stops at the end of April. Of course not. It continues, and it should be a daily thing. At least at KIESSE it is. And so I wanted to take this time, share this video with you. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here, taking your time. We live busy lives. I appreciate your comments already. Leave me notes. Send me emails at info@kiessekids.com. info@kiessekids.com. KIESSE kids.com. info@kiessekids.com. Yeah, let me know, your comments. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree. That's fine. Your point of view matters as well. I'm accepting that. I'm okay with that. We are different people. We're going to have different opinions, and I'm fine with that. But thank you for listening to me. Share the video. Feel free to go to our website, see what we have to offer, to see the different characters we have, learn a little bit more about us, share with your friends, with your family, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And I guess like us or join us on Instagram. Okay, it was nice seeing you. So you can see us on all these social media platforms. Our name is KIESSE Kids. So thanks for being here. Enjoy diversity, or try to. And you guys take care. Thank you so much. Bye.